Beer here back in the Fantasy Bar. Friday is here. That means, yes, the weekend is here, but also 6 of my favorite plays ready for you to go on FanDuel and DraftKings, including some guys I think are underpriced across the industry. We're going to hammer home in the mid-range, make life easier on you to get that favorite stud in your lineups. And I'm going to give you my favorite stud, who I think is at least $1,000 underpriced on DraftKings. Who are we talking about? Only one way to find out. It's time to belly up to the Fantasy Bar. Welcome in, guys. Friday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by, hanging out, and checking out today's video. Before we get to my favorite plays in the NBA on FanDuel and DraftKings, let's knock out the housekeeping. First thing, most important thing, that thumbs up button. That is the tip jar here to continue to bring you these free videos on YouTube. So take a second, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. NFL Six-Packs done for the season, but pints and picks roll on, where I give you 2 of my favorite NFL bets. We have hit our last 10 bets in a row on those videos, so looking to stay hot here for the conference championship weekend. So make sure you are checking that out as well. And make sure you check out our props and pick'em package special sale, just $9.99 for a 3-day trial, up 29 units in the NFL alone. So if you enjoy betting props, don't miss out on this special offer. That link in the description of the video. Also, some exciting news. SimLabs has expanded into the NBA. If you use it in NFL, I'm sure you love the tool. And NBA is live now. You have to be a premium subscriber here from RotoGrinders. And to me, that product alone worth the price of admission. So check out special sale on that props and pick'em package. Just $9.99 for a 3-day trial and NBA SimLabs. Head over to rotogrinders.com or those links in the description here of the video. All right, let's get into Friday night in the NBA. Let's start at point guard, shooting guard, with Andrew Nembhard of Indiana. All right, so the key injury on this slate, no Tyrese Halliburton here for the Indiana Pacers, opens up a ton of usage, production, and I think Nembhard going to be a guy that takes advantage of this opportunity. Second highest bump on the team when Halliburton has been off the floor this season at 2.5%, in a game we certainly want to target here. Huge total in this game at 243.5, close spread here. And Phoenix has had issues with the point guard position, giving up the 7th most fantasy points to point guards this season. So Andrew Nembhard, great value here. Good matchup with the Suns, and one of my favorites in the mid-range to open things up. All right, let's stay with Indiana at power forward center with the newly acquired Pascal Siakam. So as we mentioned, no Halliburton means somebody's got to take the reins of this offense. And while I love Andrew Nembhard, it's going to be Pascal Siakam who is the primary option here for the Indiana Pacers. And we saw what kind of upside this guy has, and we already know that going back to his Toronto days, but a huge triple-double last night against the Philadelphia 76ers here. And the price here, an absolute steal on Pascal Siakam. These are some of the lowest prices we have seen. In fact, has been 8K or higher all season long on DraftKings until he came over to the Indiana Pacers, and this guy was 10K earlier in the season. So huge discount here. Should be above 8,000 in my opinion. Let's buy low on both sides, under 8,000 on Pascal Siakam. All right, let's go back to the mid-range at small forward, power forward with Sadique Bay of Atlanta. Now, I get it. Sadique Bay probably on a lot of your guys' lists of I'm never going to play this guy again. You know, he definitely is a roller coaster. I understand that, but also gives us the upside that we need in tournaments. 6, 7, up to 8X. Not out of the question here for Sadique Bay. 4 times over the last 10, 30 or more DraftKings points, and we get another game we want to target here. Huge total in this one. In fact, highest total on the board at 244.5. We also have Trae Young listed as questionable, still dealing with a concussion. So if he's out, that's a near 4% usage bump for Sadique Bay here. So for clarity here, Trae Young plays. I still like Sadique Bay at these prices. If Trae Young is out, I think he's a lock and load here tonight in a great matchup. All right, shooting guard, small forward up next with Chris Middleton of Milwaukee. So pricing, and mainly underpricing, the theme of the show here. You see the difference in FanDuel and DraftKings, and I don't hate them at 7,500 on FanDuel, but absolutely love them at 6,300 on DraftKings. You got to go all the way back to Christmas time to see a price that low on Chris Middleton, and he's been a model of consistency here, 36 or more on DK in 5 of his last 7. 3 of those games, 42 plus. One of those games, the last game out against this Cleveland Cavaliers team. So bankable cash game floor. We're always searching for that if you're playing cash games, and we want that upside in GPPs. He certainly gives us that. Went near 7X against this Cleveland team, and I think he does it once again here tonight. All right, point guard with another guy you guys have probably gotten rid of from your list, but we are rolling with Dennis Schroder of Toronto. So a couple lightning rods here, Sadique Bay, Dennis Schroder, but no Emmanuel quickly. Big news on this slate. It's going to put Dennis Schroder back into a quote-unquote usable role here for this Toronto Raptors team and for our DFS lineups. Back to pricing, $5,200, second lowest we've gotten all season long on Dennis Schroder here. And I think ownership shouldn't be an issue here. The tough matchup here with the Clippers, the inconsistent up and down production, I think that'll keep him under the radar here for us tonight. So a low-owned option. We know he has upside. I think Dennis Schroder gives us a solid return here on Friday night. All right, it's time. Take a look at my favorite play for Friday night. Before we do that, let's run it back on our Beast of the Night contest. Easy to play. All you got to do, click that thumbs up button, then head to the comment section and guess fantasy points on FanDuel tonight. For my Beast of the Night, whoever has the closest guess in fantasy points, we're going to give you an absolute free week of RotoGrinders Premium and a chance to try out RotoGrinders NBA Sim Labs just for hanging out here in the fantasy bar. All right, let's wrap it up with my favorite play for Friday night. No mask, Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. I spoke in the open about a guy I think is $1,000 or more underpriced. We are talking Alperen Sengun of Houston, tonight's Beast of the Night. So not only do we get a discount on the price over on DraftKings, we get about the best matchup that we could ask for, one we have been targeting for years, and a lot this season has bared a lot of fruit for us. And I want to go right back to the well here against the Charlotte Hornets. As the graphic says, under 9K, absolutely feels like stealing here for Sengun. Should probably be near 10K like he is on FanDuel. And I don't hate him over there under 10K. So great value on DraftKings, very playable over on FanDuel. 40 or more DraftKings points now in 17 of the last 21 games, has been red hot here of late, averaging over 61 DraftKings points per game in his last three. As we've mentioned a million times, we want to bring it up again. Charlotte, most points per game to center, second most rebounds per game to centers, and the second most fantasy points allowed to this position. Alperen Sengun in a smash spot, easily my favorite play on the board in tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it for our NBA six-pack for Friday night. As always, any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at Beermakersfan, and don't forget your guess for Alperen Sengun's fantasy points on FanDuel for a shot at a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. Check out Props and Pick'em package, just $9.99, limited time offer, special sale for a 3-day pass. NBA Sim Labs is live for our premium subscribers, so if you're not, get signed up and check out the new tool over there. And don't forget, SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio, Sunday morning, 9 to 11, breaking down these conference championship games from a betting, props, and DFS perspective. Channel 87, 9 to 11 Eastern. Come check us out. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck in the NBA tonight and the NFL this weekend. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the games, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist